Hello beautiful people, welcome back to a new video on my channel. Yes, I'm back at my place and I'm recording this video quite at night. Right now it's 11:35 p.m. Although the books that I will be reviewing today, I have read them at my parents' place, but I didn't had the mood to record any reviews because I was very lazy and I was not at all in a mood to read any new books even. I stopped reading. I didn't watch any movies or any series in this last 10 days, and I was only reading some tips and bits about any new books that will be upcoming, or I read some journals, I read some magazines, and yes, that was it. I just ate, I just slept, and I just enjoyed the last few days of my vacation at my parents' place. So yes, I'm back at my place, and today I will be reviewing two books, one of which has literally left an imprint in my heart and in my mind because I got to learn so many new things about a period, about an era when I was not born. I just only heard about them, but it was not so raw, not so vivid. And the other book that I will be talking about uh, was written very nicely, but the essence didn't grip me. It was very shallow, but these two books are the thrillers. So without further ado, let's get started with the video. Inheritance by Shrutopa Basu. Now I stumbled upon this book the other day while I was reading some of the reviews of the upcoming books on the Guardian newspaper. Now although the blurb it caught my attention, but while I was reading the book, it didn't grip me till the end. It was very shallow, though the writing style was okay and fine. It's very much suitable for the beginners as well. But for people like us who are avid readers and who have read a lot more books of thrillers, this book won't satisfy you. So the plot goes around like this: that there's a girl called Anihita who flies down from London to Kolkata to visit her ancestral property because her grandfather who died, and before dying he just wrote a letter and requesting that it was a matter of urgency and they should come to Kolkata. But during that period Anihita's father also died, and so she had to come to Kolkata alone to settle some matters, and because she wanted to sell the ancestral property. And when she came down, she got entangled in a treasure hunt. But this treasure hunt, it also led to some obnoxious and dirty secrets. Now the funny thing is that i I'm reading a thriller, I would expect a lot amount of excitement, even if not a little amount of excitement, a lot of trepidation, twists and turns that really increases the essence of a thriller. But this book didn't offer me so much. And the two places that are mentioned in this book is Kolkata and Egypt. Now when I am reading something about Kolkata, I would expect something very rich. The author should have talked about Kolkata in a very rich way with its essence and with all the flavors of the cuisines that is there in West Bengal. But all of this was missing in this book. Just imagine a girl coming down from London to Kolkata for the very first time. She is eating burgers and pizzas and croissant from KFC. Who does that? If I was in her place, I would have just uh, ignored those KFCs and those Dominoes and pizzas and croissants, and I would have dived right into the authentic Bengali dish. Okay, so that was a lot about food. Let's concentrate on the plot. So, also this book mentions about Egypt. Now, the same thing, when I'm reading about Egypt, after so many years, I would expect something new, but there was nothing like that. I mean, the terms that were used in this book were very old school. I mean, Pharaoh and Tutankhamun and hieroglyphics and scarab beetle. I mean, we have watched and have learned those terms in the other books as well as the movies. So yes, and also there's a spooky, I should say a spooky turn of events in this book. There's an element of spookiness, but that was also not gut wrenching or spine chilling. So I would rate this book 2 out of 5. 1 star, because it there is a secret that got unraveled quite at the end, and that was unexpected, so 1 star for that. And the second star would be for describing quite eloquently the Durga Puja, about its rituals and festivities. I mean, I really like that. So yeah, that was it about the first book. Now coming to the second book that I read is Once Upon a Curfew. Now this book, it will stay with me because of some of the events. I mean, this book is engulfing around the emergency situation during the Indira Gandhi's era. Although I didn't read much about it, but I heard a lot about it. This is the first time that I have read about it. And yes, this book gripped me till the end. So, coming to the plot of this book, now there's this girl called Indu, now who wants to do something with her life after she graduated and before getting married to a family friend's a well-to-do son, and before settling at the USA, the abroad. So she got a share of ancestral property from her grandmother, that is a flat number 7. The house is called the flat number 7, and she thought of opening an in-house library where she would give opportunity to the women who would like to visit her library and spend some time in the afternoons, and and they could read books there, or they could engage in meaningful conversations, or they could study for some courses or for exams, or anything of their own interest. Now in this endeavor, she met her boyfriend, or I should say a boy called Rana, and he was also a very interesting character. And amidst this emergency situation, their love bloomed in a very beautiful way. I mean, there was love, there was hate, there was heartbreak, there was hatred, and so much importance was given to that emergency situation. I mean, on one hand there is this love going place, and on the other hand there is this emergency situations. Now I should say that when the social rights are curbed in a nation, really it's a very frightening situation to live. And I have read it, and I am really awestruck by the way that the words has come out from the author's pen's nibs. I mean, they will give you chills at some time, because there is trepidation, there is excitement, there is so much of fear, there is agony, there is the stories of murders and the crimes that are committed against the men, women, the children. I mean, it will literally give you shudder. So about the character, the Indu's character very much flared in this book, because she had a natural way of mingling with her boyfriend or with her boyfriend's friends, Fawad, who was a Muslim, and her relationship with her house help, and her daughter, even with her mother. And she was very soft spoken at times, and she could give you chills with just one look at the eye. And she has a personality, the personality that you will fall in love with. So I would rate this book a 4 out of 5, and only because the last 2 stars that I have given, it's only for vividly describing the emergency situation. I mean, it will literally just come alive in front of your eyes. So guys, just don't miss this book. So yes, that's it for today. I hope you like this video, and if you did, just give it a thumbs up, share and subscribe to my channel because that's free. And I'll hopefully see you in the next video. Written between the lines, signing off for today. Be safe, keep reading, and yes, bye bye.